Hello again, everyday gadget fans. So here's some search terms if you're interested in this flashlight. Got this from AliExpress. Looking for something with low lumens to look at my models up close. It's kind of a weird ditch, yeah, I know. But maybe you just want something for your keyring or something. Although this looks a little big to be a keychain flashlight off the bat. Let's see the measurements. The diameter is like 17.6. The length is 64. Alright. The actual weight is like 22 grams. If you throw in the little metal thing, it's like 36, 35 something. Alright, but this is one of those cheap, or is it? This looks different. Let's see what this is all about. Well, I guess it's just a cheap necklace, I guess. It's not your standard like ball chain kind of thing. This might be more durable. But I don't need to wear a flashlight as a necklace, so maybe I'll use that for like a scale model or something. Alright, let's see if these instructions are worth remembering. If anything, you just pause and read that if you lose this manual in the future. There's nothing important there though. Nah, this paper, no specs or anything like that. So it's got the Type-C charge cable, which is nice. The length of this cable looks pretty short. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if when they measure cables, if it's just the cable itself, or it actually includes the ends of the connectors. I'm gonna just do this. It's like 15 centimeters, 6 inches. It's probably a 30 centimeter cable. Alright. So that's pretty easy to access as long as you have a relatively, I guess it's a pretty short fingernail. It's not the deepest, rubber plug. I would call that like splash resistant, but if this fell into a pool, I wouldn't leave it in there for long. This side we have the switch. It is actually sticking up and out, but yeah, I almost feel like it's exceeding that plane as well, but I think you have to press it down. Maybe you have to hold it down. Maybe I gotta charge this. Yeah, let me come back. Let's see what happens here. So it went green to red. One would have to assume when it's charged, it's either going to turn off or most likely it's going to turn green, which I think would be pretty intuitive and makes sense. Alright, so it's got some sort of defensive striking bezel, and that's milled aluminum. It's not plastic, so that could actually, yeah, I would say that could hurt someone. See, it's leaving an impression in my hand, right? But you don't have much to grip onto, so it's going to be kind of hard. This lens, I don't know if it's glass or plastic. I don't want to scratch it, but let me maybe tap it with this. I have a suspicion it's glass, but I might be mistaken. You can see one LED down there. It's pretty far down there, and this is quite a dome. I am going to unscrew the back end, but I don't want to have that charged in. Oh, you know what? I don't... This thing twists, so maybe this is what turns it on. No. Oh, it's a focus thing. That's cool. This thing's so small, and yeah, it's got a zoom. I ordered this a long time ago. I totally forgot I ordered it. There is a red O-ring here. Oh, that's what it is. There's a battery. That's smart, though. You don't want the battery to die. Wow, that's a tiny battery. So the 10180, 120 milliamp hour. Okay. Inside is quite interesting. You see the board in the connectors, just like in the middle of that board. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it'll turn on now. Okay. I'm going to press it together. And hold on here. Let's just do a quick thing here in front of my monitor. Low, lower, off. So it's just a single click, I think, to turn it on, maybe? Yeah, you don't have to hold it. And you'll see it's green. So I'm gonna just guess, but maybe when the battery starts dying, it starts flashing, or maybe it turns red and then starts flashing to indicate. I'll have to see if the AliExpress link actually has instructions. You know what? That just turned off. It's on, off. Oh, now this time it went down. That went down again. That's off. So there seems to be 3 stages. Bright, medium, low. It's that low one I'm interested in. Now this is the highest setting, so it's going to be ridiculous. Yeah, it's totally washing out that interior. Now one issue about using this to look at things is this spiked edge might scratch the object you're looking at. That turned off again. You gotta do, it's a really hard button to press, so sometimes I turn it off. That's still washed out. Let's go to the low setting. Or maybe no, this is medium setting. That's better. Oh, I guess that is the low setting. Alright, well, I gotta say, that works pretty well for what I'm trying to do, is look at little car interiors that are black. But boy, I didn't think about this. It's almost like I want to sand that down. I might have to do that later, so I don't scratch my models. Yeah. Okay, let me go out to the living room. You know what's weird? I'm not even Christian or religious, but there's a Christmas tree in my living room. Can't explain that. So this is the high setting. And yes, if you have a blackout in your place, you can easily get around your house. I'm pretty sure you can use this outside effectively, but I live in the city. There's nowhere to shine this. The whole city's bright. Alright, so let's go to medium setting. No, it went off again. You gotta click it really fast. So this is the medium level, and then low. Alright. Now, I don't think the camera's going to pick it up. You know, you can see the reflection in the tinsel on the left, and there's a mirror on the right. But to my naked eye, I can see the fan, the cat tree. I can see everything on that far wall. It's not an issue whatsoever to the naked eye. It's just that my phone isn't, you know, designed to do this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I would say it's pretty good. You'll have to decide for the price if it's good. I'm not complaining. But be mindful, that spiky front edge again, that might scratch something. If you put this in your pocket, it's going to scratch your like key fob for your car. Or it might just roll around and scratch things if it's in a toolbox or something like that. So I don't think it's really long enough to be an effective weapon. It's too short unless you have minuscule hands. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. Oh, the zoom, I totally forgot about that. So hold on, this is, no, let me pull it forward. Oh wow, look at that. So that's a big difference, right? Alright, there's the top of the tree. Now I'm going to pull it back towards us. Right, that's a huge difference. So that's the maximum setting. Let's go to the middle if I can click quickly. Ah, it went off again. Alright, so I guess it's just a sequence. You can't, I don't know. I can't explain why it goes off sometimes. So this is the middle, right? That's even better, I think. Or am I wrong? Brightest, middle. Yeah, that was the middle. This is the lowest setting. But now if I zoom, see, look at that. Yeah, at the lowest setting, it actually makes sense. This thing is really cool for something this small. I don't know why I'm so fascinated by a zoom, but it makes a huge difference. You know, you clearly can't see on the phone what's going on, but now you can. It reminds me of like the, you know, a searchlight. I should put a little Batman logo in front of this thing. Anyways, alright, so even better than I was going to say before the zoom came up. It's got a little green LED to tell you it's on, so if you leave, well, I just don't know what happens to the colors if it changes. It's just a little fidgety though, this switch, right? It's on, medium, low, off, but then it's on. Yeah, this time it worked. On. I think you just gotta practice. It's just that the button is really hard. So sometimes I turn it off instead of lowering the level. I almost feel like it might be, well, no, I guess it does make sense to start in the highest position of set brightness. Alright, I'll see you in the next flashlight review, although I don't have any on order right now.